Hello everybody, my name is Mason and welcome back to another episode of Rookie Filmmaker. So today I'm going to be talking about taking criticism as a beginning filmmaker, and this is super important because with criticism and critiques comes improvement in bettering your craft as a filmmaker. So let's say you're in this scenario. You make your first short film, you put it on YouTube and maybe even a couple forum pages for filmmaking, and you get some negative feedback, or what you think is negative feedback. Now there's two types of negative feedback. There's just people that riff on you and tell you that you're awful and you suck. And then there's the people who tell you why you suck. And I know I'm using super blunt terms, but that's just the way it is in the filmmaking community. And I actually remember the first time that I got negative feedback and the guy was trying to give me tips and my reaction wasn't the best that it could have been. So I urge you not to get angry or upset about getting some criticism because it happens all the time. I recently posted a short film on this channel made completely by myself called Obscurity, and I posted that on a Filmmaker forum and it got ripped to shreds. And I did look over some of it and I agree with most of the stuff that I've been criticized for, and I can see what's wrong with it. And in just a second, I'm going to actually watch that short film in front of you guys and rip it apart for myself. Now, why am I going to do this? Whenever you make a film, it's never going to be perfect, and you have to understand that no matter what you do, you can always improve. This is super important to understand, and if you don't understand this concept, you're never going to improve as a filmmaker. Every time you make a project, you should always look it over and take notes on what you did well and what you did wrong. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, and I'm going to click play right now. So right off the bat, we have my phone, and there's kind of a little jitter effect if you watch it over and over, and this is because I slowed down the footage. Originally, when I was editing it, it was too shaky to use, and instead of going back and reshooting like I should have, I just went ahead and slowed it down so you could see what time it was, and this was just kind of an example of my laziness, I guess I could say. I have heard good things about this shot. I think people really enjoy the silhouette look, as well as the little scare right here, although it wasn't really supposed to be super scary. This shot is just out of place. I don't know why I put that in there. It doesn't look good. It's just not great. Right, I'm going to pause it again. You'll notice in a lot of the shots, I do have center framing. And I think that you can get away with stuff like this on YouTube, but when it comes to short films, usually you're going to want to use the rule of thirds as much as possible and throw in a few center shots in there. But I'm just too centered in the frame, and unless you're Wes Anderson, you really can't do that, and I need to try to avoid doing that in future short films. That is one thing that people have told me about this short film. This shot bothers me so much. So I guess my main focus as a filmmaker right now is getting pretty looking images in good cinematography, and this just got really bad. You can see all of the grain in that footage. I should have reshot it at a lower ISO with better lighting in that room, but it's in there now and it kills me every time I watch it. That carpet is disgusting. I will give myself a pat on the back for going with that head slash scene. That's pretty much why I made the movie. is just to show off that effect. And I learned that from Film Riot, so it's not like I came up with any cool techniques. I just wanted to try it out for myself, and I did it, and I thought it turned out pretty good. But as of that, for a short film, it really wasn't a short film. Short films should tell stories. I don't really even know what was going on there, but I think a few people enjoyed it, so there's always that. And yeah, that's just a little 1.5-minute short film, and I critiqued it for you guys just to show that I can take jabs at myself and learn from the short films that I make. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Rookie Filmmaker and hopefully learned to be able to criticize yourself and learn from your mistakes that you've made in your short films, and hopefully you guys will be better filmmakers because of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.